In this video I'm going to go through the Haswell E processor and the associated Intel X99 chipset. This, if we see here, Intel Core i7 processor, essentially a Haswell E processor or Enthusiasm or Extreme processor, and it gets a socket that's called LGA2011-V3 socket, and this connects to the chipset using the DMI 2.0, 4 of these lane. And what we do not have here is an integrated graphics attached to this processor. So what we if you want to drive a display, you have a 40 lane PCI Express 3.0, and you can hook a discrete graphics here on PCI Express 3.0. Now with 40 lanes you can go to something like this, 2 by 16 and 1 by 8, which is 32. 2 by 16 makes 32 lanes plus 8 lanes as 40 lanes, or you can have 5 of 8 lane PCI Express. So I mean the 5 by 8 lane will require additional system clocks with external components, but because the clockings will be separate. Now moving here, that is a big thing. We have 4 lane DDR4, that's why we see 4 lines here, and that is different from the regular Haswell E or Skylake or things like that. They have only 2 lanes, and that restricts their performance. With Haswell E you have twice the memory bandwidth compared to the Haswell or a Skylake processor. Coming to this chipset X99, that we have again the same story, that this is pretty much same as all other platforms. You have 8x PCI Express 2.0, slightly slower, but still good enough for most of the purposes. And then we have 10 SATA 3.0 ports that can work at 6 gigabit per second. We have 14 USB ports, 6 of them 3.0 and 8 of them being USB 2.0. I believe in future we should start seeing lower and lower number of 2.0 and more of the USB 3.0. We have a gigabit Ethernet coming directly from X99, and then you can have this is basically an external chip that will connect to a gigabit Ethernet, and then we have of course BIOS and other things, and that connects to this. So this basically sums up the platform of a Haswell E processor. One thing I want to mention is that this Haswell E does not provide a multi processor on a same motherboard, and for that you will have to look for this neon lines of processor. Thanks for taking a look.